Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. So, just recently, former bad boy, hip hop rapper Chopper sat down with the Art of Dialogue and let everybody know that Justin Combs has not learned his lesson from the last time he did something stupid. And clearly, he's stuck on stupid because he's out here doing stupid stuff in these streets. So, apparently, allegedly, Justin Combs, one of the sons of P. Devil Combs, contacted Chopper on Instagram. I guess he was trying to call him through the Instagram calling feature. Y'all are gonna laugh at me. I didn't even know that was a thing. But anyways, apparently he didn't like the fact that Chopper didn't have anything good to say about P. Devil Combs. In my mind, I'm like, welcome to the club. Not a lot of people have a whole lot of things to say that's good about him. Even the people who we knew were his friends, Jay-Z, are out here denying that they even knew him more times than Peter denied knowing Jesus. So what are you gonna do, Justin? Call everybody who said something bad or negative or not in defense or enable your pappy's bad behavior through Instagram? You're gonna have to make a whole lot of calls and you're gonna get cussed out a whole lot of times too, just like he did with Chopper, apparently, allegedly. And I quote, "He called me on Instagram. I picked up and he was like, 'I don't appreciate what you doing to my daddy, bruh,' Chopper revealed. He was talking gangster to me." End quote. And I quote, "I had to let him know I would beat the snot out of his little behind," Chopper maintained, also informing Justin that he was spoiled thanks to Diddy and much of his fortune was off the band as well. End quote. Chopper also let him know, and I also quote, "If you see me, I will punch you in your freaking face. I'm 6'7". Didn't know this brother was that tall. My goodness. "I will beat the snot out of your little behind talking tough to me." End quote. So clearly, Chopper wasn't the one. And this is what they mean, when people say, oh, this person keeps, going the way they're going. They keep staying stuck on stupid, like I said before, testing people, pushing people's buttons, talking crazy to people, walking up to people, talking crazy to people. One day you're going to walk up on the right person on the wrong day or the wrong person on the right day, and you're going to catch them consequences. This is what they mean by that. Now, I would have thought that they would have learned from the last time they did this. I know they don't take Ray J seriously. A lot of people don't. But you don't just walk up on somebody all aggressive and violently. And he wasn't by himself that time. It was the three of them. So this is why I especially don't understand why he would do this. The three of them walked up on Ray J and they still didn't get anything accomplished. Because allegedly Hazel E got to Quincy and then Chris Brown, once again, I'm still befuddled because that was like out of left field, him just being in that story. It was just a little weird. The placement was just a little weird, I'm going to be honest. Was just there and allegedly had the other two, Justin Combs, and wish he was a king, Christian Combs, in a headlock. So once again, if the three of y'all couldn't accomplish what you thought you were trying to do, which is illegal because what you're doing is harassing people, and it could be seen as, you are out here trying to intimidate witnesses, possible witnesses, on behalf of your father. If the three of y'all couldn't accomplish that with one person, Ray J, what in the world made him think he was about to talk crazy to somebody he didn't even know, who's been through too much to be dealing with stuff like this from the likes of him by himself? Through Instagram, for that matter. And once again, as he said himself, he's 6'7". What would even possess you to think it was a good idea walking up on somebody, a giant of a man, if you will? That was just dumb. This is why I keep saying they're stuck on stupid. Now, this article is alleging that the real reason why he was targeting him, what he said that he didn't like so much about P. Devil Combs was him talking about walking up on, y'all know I gotta say allegedly, P. Diddy locking lips, if you will, with another man, and also other things, him talking about how basically this man done stole money from all of his artists. That's the shortest way possible to summarize it. Y'all know I gotta say allegedly. He done got all these people, he put these bands together, tried to make it seem like he was going to help them achieve their goal, become famous, and make money doing what they like to do. Sing, dance, rap, whatever it was. Only for him to actually take from them behind their backs. Y'all know I got to say allegedly. But this is what he allegedly was doing. Why do you think he's got so much money? People were saying, okay, when you really think about it, what does P. Devil Combs even do? He's not really a singer. He can't dance worth nothing. I ain't seen him rap. Or at least not really. The DJ Khaled of it all. Just putting his name and his likeness, if you will, into everything that other people who trusted him, busted their butts to work and put out there for him to reap the benefits. That's what he was saying. You need to shut up and get out of my face, because the reason why you're able to run around and try to threaten people, like I said, try, because he ain't threatening nobody. Try to threaten people instead of being on somebody's job, working a 9 to 5 with your over 30-year-old self, is because your pappy then set up here and essentially stole from people, stole from his artists. Y'all know I gotta say allegedly. People then worked under him, and he's reaping what they have done. He's reaping the fruits of other people's labor. And therefore, by connection, because Justin and his brothers and sisters are P. Devil Combs' children, they are also reaping those benefits. He told it to him straight. Don't you ever come at me like that. I'm part of the reason why you get to live a comfortable lifestyle. You don't have to be out here working like the other young men of your age group who don't have a father that has the kind of money or devilish ways of theft of his artists like your father. Chopper had a right to say what he said about P. Devil Combs. He was directly involved with him, was directly traumatized by him, screwed over by him. Y'all know I have to say allegedly. The art of dialogue allowed him his platform to say what he had to say, to speak what he had to speak about what he experienced, not what somebody else experienced, what he experienced. None of us knows what he had to deal with. He deserves a platform to be able to tell what he went through, as well as everyone else who has gone through something, especially something like that. Once again, like, what does he want to do? Like, what is the end goal here? So all of the people before Chopper who had something to say, you're going to go after them, you're going to roll up on them, you're going to swing at them. What about all the YouTubers who've been dragging P. Devil Combs for filth, as we rightfully should, for what he done did to all these people? Once again, he better figure something out and settle down before he rolls up on the right person on the wrong day, or the wrong person on the right day, if you get my drift. Now, some people on YouTube had some things to say. For the most part, everybody thought that Justin was a joke, and that he really is. He could be out here using his father's money to further his education, find out what God put him on this earth to do God's will, make money actually doing that. But instead, what is he doing? He's doing this. And I quote, I keep hearing stories about Justin trying to check people, and it's never successful. Crying, laughing face emoji, end quote, someone said. Ironically, the name Don Milan on YouTube. And that's what it's been these past, I don't know how many months now. Him and his brothers trying to check people, calling themselves, I guess, trying to check people on their father's behalf because they're exposing what he's done. Another person on YouTube said, and I quote, Chopper the only dude that'll doodle emoji on you, then shout you out, end quote. And a lot of people were bringing that up because in the interview, you had to have watched it to really understand how hilarious it really was. This man said, shout out to him, but boy, shut up and get out of my face. Just get out of here with that. Chopper is that type of dude. He'll punch you, then say, I love you. He'll pop you, then hug you. He'll slap you, then shake your hand. It's all love, crying face, laughing emoji, end quote. And this is not to be confused with toxic love and abuse, because he said himself, I'm not a violent person. I'm not trying to promote violence, but you're not about to talk crazy to me like that. You're not about to walk up on me or call me up on Instagram. Stay off my phone with that goofy mess. Y'all got to understand how this makes him feel. How after everything he done been through in the industry as an artist, dealing with P. Devil Combs, having money, as he alleged, y'all know I gotta say alleged, being stolen from him, and then to have the child of the man who's responsible for it all, who's reaping the benefits of said stolen alleged money, get all crazy in your face for exposing that the man then did that to you. You gotta understand where he's coming from. So I can understand why he said, don't be calling my phone unless you want me to pop you in the mouth. Don't act smart with me. I'm not your daddy, but clearly he didn't discipline you the way he was supposed to, although I'll whoop you behind if you want to mess with me, though. If you be cool, we can be cool, but if you want to act crazy, I have a solution for that too. That's basically what Chopper said. That's basically the summary of what he said. Somebody also quoted him in the comments. Shout out to him, but just shut up. That's basically what he said. Another person in the YouTube comments reminded us, and I quote, eating off the fruits of other people's labor is facts. The nerve. His daddy is the one who put himself in this predicament. You should be mad at him and nobody else. End quote. And I really am trying to figure out if it's one of two things. If the Combs brothers are really, really, like I said before, stuck on stupid, and if they're just one track mind, we just gonna defend our father. We don't care if he did it. We don't think he did, even though I believe they know he's not a good person, if you will. That he done some stuff. I believe that they've seen him do some stuff. I can only say what I believe. I don't know for sure what I can allege, speculation, etc. But I do believe that they know their father ain't no good. But I also believe that they either don't care and they want to keep the money coming because they're attached to their father by the hip. They know if he goes down, ain't no more money. He's their cash cow, essentially, which is pretty messed up when you think about it. Or they don't have a choice but to defend him for safety reasons, if you get my drift. Now, it's hard to believe the second one when they're out here doing stuff like this, or when they have alleged cases of their own pending. And I'm referring to Christian Wish He Was a King Combs. But she's right about what she said, that she'd be mad at him. He is in his predicament because of him and what he's done. If they're upset because, oh, our father's going to prison, we ain't going to have money soon. Oh, that's our father. It's not just about the money. If that's the case, we care about him. We going to ride for him, till the wheels fall off, because that's our father. We don't care about nobody else. Well, be mad at him. Go call him up at the prison and ask him why he did what he did. He the reason why y'all all about to be in some serious deep trouble, and y'all all about to be up the creek without a paddle. Another person on YouTube said, and I quote, he said, "Get the freak off my phone with that carrying on," followed by a few emojis. Another person on YouTube once again reminded us that, and I quote, "Chopper will diss you and then shout you out in the same sentence, crying laughing face emoji," end quote. I'm not gonna lie, once again, that interview was actually quite funny. The way he said it is what made it hilarious. Once again, he is in the predicament he's in because of himself. They need to be mad at their father. Now, we gonna see if they've learned from this, debacle, or at least if he's learned. I doubt that they have, but we're gonna see, because time will tell. Patterns are always there, and if they've been doing crazy stuff before now, you can assume they probably will in the future. And as people have been pointing out, another reason for why they keep acting like this, once again, they've made their father their whole identity. They never took the time to go out and build themselves. Yes, I understand that the twins are models, and I don't know how I feel about that because they're children, and I get it that they are children models, but I do feel like P. Devil Combs has exploited them. I'm going to just be real honest. Although his children have never taken the time to explore who they are as people, who they want to be apart from their father. They've never really established themselves as anything apart from their father. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Christian wannabe King Combs is a struggle rapper. But, what's the point of being a struggle rapper if nobody's tuning into your struggle rap? So, once again, what are they going to do? Not only do they need to learn from this, but they're going to have to start doing something. Or once again, they're going to be up the creek without a paddle altogether. And it's not going to be good. The Combs brothers in particular seem to have not developed a good character, once again, because they're attached to the hip of their father, who they're supposed to be outside of his shadow. When you're around somebody that's corrupt, it's easy to become corrupt. They don't have any incentives to do right. They don't have any encouragement to be decent people with good character because their father, the person who's taking care of them, providing for them, who's supposed to be an example, a good example, teach them and discipline them accordingly, is not disciplining them, has not disciplined them. Did not raise them to be accountable for their own actions. My mind is going back to that incident that Lil Rod alleged in his lawsuit with the guy who got shot in the bathroom. That was involving Justin Combs allegedly as well. Or whenever he made that song Act Bad and Justin was driving around in the car, allegedly under the influence and got pulled over. But his father is P. Devil Combs, so he can buy him out of his consequences. Any regular 30-year-old, that's not about to happen. They're going straight to jail, then to prison, especially if he's a young black man. Oh, it's gonna happen. So again, when you have a father or provider who helps you be exempt from your consequences, which is stunting your maturity, your growth, and your empathy also, and who doesn't discipline you, who didn't raise you to have character and to do the right thing because it's the right thing and to not be out here hurting people, taking advantage of people and doing crazy stuff. This is the kind of stuff that you get. This is the kind of situations that come up, and it's especially bad and exacerbated even more because they're celebrities. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all of this down in the comments below respectfully. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Y'all all have a very blessed, beautiful, and safe day.